What's going on, everybody? This is Tony Redgrave signing on for some appetizers. And this app in particular, yeah, I know what you were thinking, is Clash of Clans. And guess what? This isn't to review it saying it's good. No. This is saying it's bad. It's shameful. And I'm not looking directly at the camera because flies are trying to eat my face. I was about to say rape my face, but never mind that. Anyway, though, Clash of Clans. Really? Why do so many people like this shit? This is not a good RTS game, and I should know. I'm a huge fan of real-time strategy games. And here's why. First off, your most important reason is anybody new to the game is completely fucked. If you start on soon, don't expect to get very far, okay? You're gonna get so far into it, like, in the beginning wise, that you won't be able to do anything. Because it'll constantly want you to rank up, but you can't rank up because you can't buy what you need to rank up. Unless you pay money to buy the stuff. That's all this really is. But we've got 3 things to talk about on Appetizers, as opposed to 5 in my game reviews when I do them. The first is the graphics, though. And that's really the only thing I can give this game, is its graphics. Because those are actually good. These are graphics I want to see. They're graphics I actually enjoy seeing. And I wish some other RTS people would use them. But you can't just have graphics alone. You gotta have more than that. And you know what else you need? Story of some kind. I mean, you don't even know what you are. Are you like some kind of Viking king? No, that's actually a unit. You're just like some kind of village chief, but what kind of village chief? I mean, really, what kind of chief of a village builds a village devoted specifically to war? Is that what you are? Are you a war chief of some kind, and you belong to a kingdom? Is that what the clans are? Are the clans the kingdoms? Because if so, they're not very good. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're talking about graphics still. Now, you'll notice when you play it, I don't have any way to show you, but you'll notice that there's a lot of things to look at that are really pretty. You'll be destroying most of those trees, bushes, and rocks, but yeah. Other than that, there's really nothing much else to look at. I mean, the only way you're going to see your little characters is if you zoom in real close to the camp, like this. Which is fucking stupid. Couldn't you just have it in the options, zoom in? But you'll be doing that a lot if you want to see what your little characters look like. Oh, I got a giant? Well, that's the only thing I'll be seeing for a while. Because it's true, the giants are like 5 or 6 times bigger, and that's what's needed for all the other characters. They need to be a little bit bigger. And when you do see them, sorry about my finger, they don't even look that great. They don't look like their little character cards. Why not? Even the giants don't look like their character cards. The dragons don't. The golems god-awful. They definitely don't. And then, other than that, though, you got the buildings in terms of graphics, which are actually okay looking. I mean, I didn't expect a mine to look like a hill, but what are you gonna do, right? Other than graphics, though, because we're moving on from graphics, that was point 1. We're now on point 2. And point 2 is simple. The story, which it's lacking severely. As I said before, you don't know what the fuck you are, you just know you're a chief of some kind. I mean, I'm assuming the only people who play this game are people who... Sorry about that, there was some spit on the camera. But the only people who play this game are like 12-year-olds. People that really are not only drawn in by the graphics, but are drawn in by the simplicity, so they say. Now, RTS games are simple. They're not that hard to master, if you know what you're doing. This game gives you the basic tutorial and then doesn't tell you shit. After that, you're on your own. Now, I don't personally like hand-holding in my games, but I could have used a little fucking help. There's some, like, little pre-designs for a base, maybe? No? Okay. I mean, there's... But, other than the story, continuing on back to it, all of the characters that you can recruit, they don't even have much story to them. It's like, oh, okay, this is a barbarian. This is an archer. This is a giant. This is a little skeleton with a bomb. Couldn't we have had a little bio for each of them? I mean, there are way better games. There are way worse, actually, RTS games that at least give their characters some kind of explanation. It kind of gives you a little hint on how you should use these characters. Like, oh, maybe I should put my barbarians out first and have them attack, and then my archers come in right behind them. Or maybe I should throw my giants in there first to take out the cannons, and then when they're dead, everyone else can go in and finish off the base. They don't tell you these things. These are things I had to learn on my own, and I didn't even learn them. I didn't even learn them very well. Almost threw up there. That's how bad this game is. But there is one other thing, the gameplay, which is laughable at best. Terrifying at worst. And the reason why is because, especially if you got fat thumbs like mine, I don't know how fat you think that is, but it's pretty fat to me, it's going to be really hard to click on the really small shit. Like the walls, for instance. Not only that, upgrading is also a problem, and having to constantly move them around and position them to where you want them. And then it's not only that, it's also deciding, well, where are you going to put the wall in the first place? Should I put it around my main camp? Should I put a bunch of stupid fucking squares that don't even make any sense around it? Or should I put it just around the town hall? Should I do that just around the town hall here? Just so that way that's safe, just in case they manage to destroy everything else? You can say, hey, at least they didn't destroy the town hall? No, fuck that. But other than that, you'll have a lot more trouble with, for instance, upgrading is ridiculous. Because at first it's alright. First, it's fine. But say you want to buy a new mine and you've got most of your mines and gold storages and, what were they? The mana storages or whatever. Say you got those up to like level 7 or 8 like I had. And then you buy 2 new ones and it's like, oh shit. Like one of each of those. And then you find out, well, now I'm fucked. Because now I'm having to upgrade using all of my mana and all of my money just on these 2 things when I could be using it for something useful. Come on, man. Come on, seriously. Give me a fucking break here. I mean, but even more so, it's worse when you're trying to actually buy new buildings. Or traps, even. Traps are horrible. You have no idea where to place them. They're almost not even worth paying the few coins or the few mana they're worth. I'm not sure now. I haven't played it in a little bit. But it's just really not worth your time placing traps or buying new buildings. I mean, do you want to crowd your base with weapons? Sure, go ahead, by all means. But then guess what? Now you gotta upgrade all those fucking weapons, because if you don't hire up players during the wars, or if someone just decides to invade your game and they happen to be a little bit better prepared than you, they're going to take out everything you have, okay? Fucking everything. It doesn't matter how many archer towers you got, how many cannons or mortars, they'll be able to take them out one at a time. And when you watch the replay, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see all those enemies running. Boom. There goes an archer tower. Boom. There goes my cannon. Boom. Mortar gone. Traps. Ha! What good did they really do? I didn't even kill anybody with the bombs. And the springboards were god-awful. I mean, maybe it's because I wasn't higher up in the game and I didn't start when it first came out. But that shouldn't be the point. Not only that, creating a clan is impossible. Because you'll be the only person in it. Unless you're in another clan already, and you stick with it for maybe about a year or so that way people will know you a little better, then maybe you could say, hey guys, maybe we should quit this clan and make our own. But then again, the answer comes to really why, because then we gotta wait for a bunch of new people to get on and then con them into joining us and making them think it was a good idea because they're noobs, and then get them to rank up enough by constantly donating resources, which is what a lot of people do. I did it once. I asked for resources, and I got like 3 hog riders for it, which wasn't too bad. It actually helped me in a battle, but that brings about another problem, which I should have addressed in gameplay. Your units don't come back. When you go into battle, if any of them survive, for some reason they just leave. They're like, well, I did my part for this clan, or this chief. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Really? Well then fuck you, I didn't need you anyway. I'll just create 1,000 more of your clones. Oh wait, I can't get to that point yet, can I? Because you won't fucking let me. But, to be honest here, I'm done. This is Tony Redgrave signing off. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like. If you don't hit the like, I don't care either way. I mean, right now it doesn't matter too much. If you got a comment, whether it's hate or love, go ahead and write it. I don't give a fuck. Well, if it's hate, I don't give a fuck. If it's love, I could use all the love I can get, right? But also, to help the channel grow, share it. Go on Facebook, tell your friends. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be posting this video on Facebook and YouTube, just to kind of help speed things along. But without further ado, this is Tony Redgrave signing off, hoping you have a wonderful day. Oh, by the way, just to give it a rating, out of 1 out of 5, I've got to give it a 2, because it's mildly entertaining at first, and then fucks you over afterwards. Goodbye.